Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about the off-page optimization for your video to ensure that it gets ranked in the search engines and specifically in YouTube as well. Make sure it pops up on page 1. And so in the first video we talked about on-page optimization, on-page SEO, and making sure that your keyword, a keyword phrase, or your product name is in the title of the video. Make sure it's in the description of the video, and I usually sprinkle it here at the bottom as well, and also make sure that it's in the tags as well. And so that's basically all you need to do for the on page. And then for the off page, simply go over here to Fiverr, and I usually start out with ordering these 2 gigs here, and I'll have links to them in the description so you don't have to remember this long crazy link up here at the top. But I usually start up with these 2 gigs. They're only $5 a piece, so it'll cost you about $10. It's going to give you a little boost. It's going to provide you a bunch of backlinks to your YouTube video to give it a little boost, and usually that's about all you need. And once you send those links, it usually takes about 5 to 7 business days before you see some results, because it does take them usually a couple days to actually execute the gig or the order. And then once that's done, you should start seeing your video move up slightly. And eventually, if it's a smaller launch, if it's a smaller product, you'll probably be on page 1. I'm not promising number 1 or number 1 through 3 spots. If you want that, you'll have to send more backlinks to it, but you could pretty much guarantee page 1 if it's a smaller launch or smaller product. If it's a more popular product, you can start out with those 2 gigs and see where you're at. And if you're not where you want to be in about 7 days or maybe a week or 2, then I would recommend checking out the other gigs by this person, this Quark service. They have a lot of other SEO gigs, and just sending more and more backlinks and gigs to your particular video, and eventually you're going to be on page 1. And I wouldn't really recommend spending more than about $50 in gigs. That's about 10 Fiverr gigs per a video, and that would be like an extreme case where it's a pretty competitive video. And it may take more than that, if it's worth it, if your commission on that particular product is quite large. It may be worth going after. If it's a more competitive one and it pays very well, that may be worth spending a little bit more. But usually on these smaller commission products that maybe pay anywhere from $10 to $37 or so, those I wouldn't spend too much on getting those ranked. And as far as what you need to provide in the order, once you order them, they'll give you instructions there. But basically, a lot of times it's the link to your video, which it's just here at the top. Here you'll just copy that, paste that, and then it'll ask you for some keywords. What keywords do you want to rank for? And I usually just include 2, so like 2 versions of the particular keyword phrase that you want to rank for. So in this case, the product is twice confirmed traffic, so I use twice confirmed traffic and twice confirmed traffic review. And the reason why I use so few keywords is because that's more concentrated link power, using these keywords as anchor text pointing towards my video. So the more keywords you use, the less strong, the less powerful all of that link juice that's pointing at your video for those particular keywords is going to be. So you're going to have to eventually buy more and more gigs to get that same amount of power. So that's how I set up my off-page SEO, and that's basically all I use. And then again, so I would start out with these 2 gigs here. Make sure first you set your own page SEO right. Start out with these 2 gigs. If it's not where you want to be in about 7 days, maybe 10 days, then I would check out some other Fiverr gigs. But that'll give you some direction of where to start as far as the backlinks to send and the packages, the exact same Fiverr gigs that I use. And again, I'll be including that link in this particular lecture, so you can use those same exact gigs for yourself. So that's what I do for off-page optimization. And the next couple of videos, we're going to be putting all the pieces together, and just to make sure that you understand exactly how all these pieces fit together, so that you can launch jack products effectively.